I recently watched one of the debates for the Tamaki Makaurau by-election, and to be honest, I have never seen a better argument for abolishing the Māori seats. It was just gross seeing the two candidates using unhinged rhetoric in a desperate bid at appealing to a racial constituency. Just look at these clips.
Would you support a Kiwi Kai supermarket chain to help break the duopoly of the major players?
Te Pāti Māori is definitely backing an iwi-led kaupapa Māori's tiriti-centric approach to the duopoly to solve and to resolve the duopoly over our supermarkets.
I guess one of the points that I consider is that that there's a wider possible cohort of people out there. When we talk about the reach of policy, so in terms of are we shooting ourselves in the foot, I'm asking you both, by focusing distinctly on Māori when we could be reaching out to all workers, for example, Oreni?
I don't think so. I do agree that the messaging may construe or, put out a certain perception that is actually a misunderstanding. But what I'm saying is, no, it shouldn't really muddy the waters when we prioritise Māori first. The priority is getting Māori off the bottom line. 68% of all New Zealanders are earning $60,000 or less. Majority of them are Māori. Majority of all our people in vulnerable positions, whaikaha, takatapui, our turi whānau, a lot of the vulnerable whānau, the 68% are Māori. So when we say first prioritise Māori, because Māori are tangata whenua here, Te Tiriti hasn't been honoured.
This is just pathetic. Is this what left-wing politics has come to? There is nothing left-wing about this drivel. Talking about iwi-led, kaupapa Māori, treaty-centred supermarkets. That doesn't mean a thing. It is just buzzword vomit. Who is inspired by this absolute drivel? It is like satire. Totally meaningless virtue signalling at its worst. Claiming that Māori people should be put first. What? Why would we prioritise one racial group over others? What kind of a just society does that? Yes, we should try to address the appalling inequalities that Māori face. But we do that because we want equality, not because we want to put Māori first. The idea that our society should prioritise the interests of one racial group over others is extremist nonsense. And there is nothing left-wing about this blatantly racist policy. There is nothing progressive about this. To the contrary, it is deeply reactionary. The idea that the first people to inhabit a country are entitled to a special status in that society. Should white Anglo-Saxon British people be prioritised over Pakistani immigrants? Explain to me how this is different. White Anglo-Saxon British people have been in Britain for longer. If that entitles Māori to special treatment, does it not apply to them also? The left should prioritise working-class New Zealanders, not one racial group or another. We must reject this disgusting perversion of left-wing politics. It is like a caricature cooked up by David Seymour. Except somehow, it is very real. This racialised form of politics is a massive threat to Māori. Normalising racialised tribal politics is dangerous for an impoverished minority. This self-serving rhetoric is weaponised by the Māori Party in a desperate bid at getting power. The left must grow a spine and reject this vile form of politics.